Good evening. Am I muted? No, I'm not muted. Good evening. Welcome to another weekend of demos. This one should be an interesting demo. But already it's kind of weird because the moment I opened it, it actually opened in a window about this size, and I couldn't. There doesn't seem to be a way to maximize the game, and I'm not sure if that's on purpose or not. But at least on the main screen, there's no way to maximize the game, so I had to do this in OBS. But this invariably means that I'm going to forget to shrink it again the next time I play a game or demo, and part of the game is going to cut off. Hopefully I remember to do that, to readjust it before I start playing my next game. Hello Satinal, how are you doing? You're fine? I am good, thank you very much. I'm not sure if Amy will be here for today's game. I hope she is, because this game is actually, this demo is actually inspired by a website. It is inspired by / sponsored by / affiliated with a website called FFXIV Teamcraft. So a website that's apparently used for coordinating like crafting stuff and giving you recipes and telling you where to find items for like it's a Final Fantasy XIV crafting organizer website thing, and they are running a Kickstarter to create this game, which I don't think is necessarily connected to the FFXIV crafting system, but it's a game they said that's kind of like crafting focused, something that they've always wanted to make, according to their website. And I was curious and I looked at it, so I wanted to try it out. I think this demo will actually run me the full 3 hours if I want to. But I'm not sure because I couldn't actually find how long the demo was. But yeah, we'll just jump right into it. I'm hoping that once I get into the actual game, there'll be a way to adjust graphic settings. But we shall see. Because right now, like Alt-Enter, for example, the usual suspects, they don't work. There's no way to expand. There's no way to like maximize the screen. It's stuck on whatever resolution they forced on me. What am I doing here? Pick your adventurers. Tank, healer, melee. Am I supposed to pick one of each? I think so, right? Tank. Whatever this class is luck. I have a guardian. A white mage, a seraphim, and 2 DPS, a swordmaster, or an archer, or a black mage. Analyzes his enemies' weaknesses until their armor breaks. Well, firstly, this is not a his, this is a her. Well, I suppose it could be a his in their world, but the sprite sure looks like a female sprite. Archer, exceptionally precise, capable of landing critical hits on many occasions. Black Mage, a highly versatile mage, mastering cold and lightning damage spells. Something like that. I suppose I could run with an archer as well, instead of a swordsmaster, and have like 2 range, 1 healer, and 1 tank. In fact, let's do that. Sure, whatever. Who cares? Let's do that. Start run. But I don't think this is actually you. You are not actually the ones adventuring. As far as I can tell, from what I read of the demo, you're actually the crafter that's supplying them with stuff, and then they go off and do stuff. Supposedly. Do I want an archer or a swordsmaster? Let's do that. Purchase blueprints with something to get new gear. So I think this is the me. And obviously this is Tom over here, right? Quest objective, talk to Tom. It's probably this guy. I want to see if I can adjust the settings. So are there any settings I can adjust? Okay, so this bumped it to full screen and now it's too big for the OBS, so give me 1 second. Oh no, I'm adjusting chat or something. That's wrong. There we go. Does that work? Much better, right? Can you say something? Just... Oh, okay. Tai said something. No, we're good. I just wanted to make sure the I didn't accidentally kill the chat window. Okay. Much better. Ambient is spelled wrongly. But I guess we have to actually go into game before I could adjust this. Which is, whatever. What are these guys up here? I wonder. Oh, is it blurry and blocking from the start? Well, the UI is how you tell. The UI was much larger than the actual OBS screen because I had finally managed to expand the screen. Welcome back. It's good, yeah. So quest objective here, talk to Tom. This is probably Tom. Hi, Amy. How are you doing today? You seem to be in some kind of village. Scroll wheel changes my crafting tool. I'm good, thanks. Are you in advertisements right now? Hey Flo, how are you? Emmy, are you in ads right now or are you out of ads right now? Are we crafting teams or crafting in the team? I think we're crafting for a team. No ads right now? Okay. So I was telling Satinel before you came, Emmy, that I was hoping you would come by today because this is apparently inspired. Here, let me show you in my browser window if I can. Where's OBS? OBS. Browser. Is it going to pop up anytime soon? There we go. This is actually, it's inspired by an FF14, Final Fantasy 14 site called FFXIB Teamcraft. They created this game, and I'm holding a Kickstarter for it. It's a roguelike game focused on crafting and gathering. So you're apparently crafting and gathering. You've used Teamcraft? Yeah, I figured you might have because you're the one that's played Final Fantasy 14 the most. So this game is called Teamcrafter. They have, it's apparently there's a game like here. It's not directly based on the website, I think, but it's a game that they kind of sponsor. It's a game that they wanted to make, or whoever they are, the owners, have wanted to make since they were young, I guess, according to this. So they have a Kickstarter going right now and stuff like, oh, if you back Teamcrafter on Kickstarter, you get lifetime ad-free Teamcraft. I don't care about that. I don't know this. Like, this is the first time I've heard of this website per se. Although it looks pretty solid for a crafting focused site. But when I saw the demo, I was like, oh, this game by itself, before I even found all those connections to Final Fantasy 14, I figured that I was actually pretty interested in the concept of the game itself. Because you're apparently a crafter. Well, I'm going to toggle this off. It's irrelevant now. You're apparently a crafter and you're supporting an adventurous team. And before you came, we had to... I guess this will close again, but on the main menu, before we started the game, we had to basically create an adventuring party of like a healer, a tank, and 2 DPS classes. And I'm guessing that as the demo goes along, we'll be like equipping them with stuff and sending them off to their devs. I think they said this is still a pre-alpha demo that's linked to, that's like supporting the Kickstarter, I guess. I wanted to try it anyway. We'll see what kind of systems are in place. I think the demo might last. I'm not sure the demo has an ending point, so we'll see. We'll see. 2 BPS, 2 blueprints, what? Anyway, we've barely started, so my current objective is talk to Tom. But I don't know how to talk to him. So there's an E key. Okay, E to talk to him. Good morning, new recruit, and welcome. I'm Tom, the old crafter. You say hello to the oh, I guess it doesn't. I guess you have to read out the option before you click it because it doesn't give you the feedback on the next screen. Oof, you'll become old one day too. So, you've probably noticed how portals appear everywhere nowadays. Ah, DPS, I got you. I was like, BPS? Blueprints? It's way easier to travel to a biome thanks to them. You are impressed by this new magic, how useful. Indeed. But we don't know how it works and we need to use that magic carefully. Shoot, you're late already. Guardian is looking for you. I'm running out of time to explain the whys and wherefores of your job. But this was expected. Take a look at this guide instead. Tap button on a controller that's not attached. So don't mind looking back here. This is kind of a cycle, right? So you can take portal and TP back whenever you want. When you take portal, you can go exploring, gather resources, pick relics, find secrets, teleport back. Or you can teleport back at any point in this cycle. Once you teleport back, you take a rest, get good deals, craft gear, equip your adventurers, witness their battles, claim rewards, and do. Cool. Now, you should be able to do my job. I mean, your job. Go talk to the Guardian. He's at the barracks. Hi. There's no conversation there. I've noticed something odd already, which is that, let's say, so right now I'm holding a scythe. If I double click on the scythe or something like that, I get locked into this animation and I can't move. But it looks like he's almost preparing to hit something. Then when I swing again, I can move. But I get locked into an animation fairly easily, like that. And now I can't move. I don't know if that's on purpose or not. We'll find out, I guess. I don't know where this Guardian person is. Oh, here he is. So this is the party that I created on the main menu. Guardian, Seraphim, Archer, and like Black Mage or whatever. There was also a fifth person, a Sword Master person that we did not recruit. Finally, all great teams need a good crafter. Since Tom is retiring, I guess you will be our new crafter? You try to say no as a joke. Guardian doesn't get it. Oh, you're a funny one, I guess. Back to business. My team and I have started a new adventure and we need the best equipment. I don't know what's happening, but monsters are getting stronger these days. Like, I'm the tank of the team. My duty is to protect everyone. But, nope, I can't do it. This can't be. You think you can handle that? He forced a smile. It's the first day of a new job as a crafter. You can't know anything yet. You can't know everything yet. Okay, I see. Everyone's got a first day. We'll go through the process together at first. What I need right now is a piece of armor. It will give me, well, armor. But also enough power to defeat our enemy. Please go to the barracks. Tom has a surprise for you. I do not like surprises. Go on, Tom is giving you all of his secrets. To the barracks. Hi. Nobody will talk to me. Oh, this is my party. We carry on my job as a crafter of the team, so let me explain how everything works here. Start by selecting Guardian. All the information you need is here. It will help you understand the statistics and behavior of an adventurer. If you want to quickly craft an equipment, click on the central area. As you can see, you don't have any equipment in your inventory. Craft something. Heavy armor. I'm just gonna craft it. On the left, I was trying to look for like crafting ingredients. I didn't really get it. But it's a tutorial, so let's go through it. On the left page, you can place talents. You will upgrade the statistics of the adventurers, okay? The Guardian needs more power to execute efficient attacks. Now, find a resource with a talent infused with what they need, power. So this is iron ore. whatever these numbers mean, there's some way of scaling them up, and it gives extra power the higher it goes. Okay? Perfect. Then you have to fill the assailant gauge with a resource of the same energy. On the right page, you get to fill the energy gauges of the talents. Assailant gauge needs solar energy to increase. Orpiment, epic, solar energy plus 1000. Sure. Great, assailant reached level 2 with that resource. Notice that there are implicit statistics for each equipment. Here, armor can increase thanks to the Terra energy, so like Earth energy. Try placing resources on the two other slots, to charge the armor with Terra energy. You need to place resources filled with Terra. Excellent. The solar energy placed at the center also serves to multiply the other energy surrounding it. Look, the combined Terra energy 800 from these two is multiplied by 1.25 because of the orpiment at the center. Makes a total of 1000, and 5% is used in implicit armor, which makes 50 armor. There's also another way to increase your energy using solar energy, but you'll learn about it later. Finally, you can craft this armor. I'd say congrats, except it's time to start the battle. Watch if the craft you made is good enough to win a fight. So it's a whole like diarrhea of information right now. But basically it's a tutorial, right? You're following it for now. Can I change these? I can, right? Yeah, he does want me to craft it. Okay, fine. Can I change this? No. Craft complete. Okay. Not sure what bar we're looking at here. Though this is the sun magic bar. From the orpiment or whatever, okay? So he has this armor. I don't know what these numbers mean. Do you want me to quit this? I'm just taking a look at this for now. So these are his skills, basically. Except they call it behavior. Because you don't actually control the adventurers. So like, these are the things they can do, I think. Yes, armor and a bunch of resistances. Okay, whatever. Close. Passing the torch. Current target is demon minion. Demonic minions for whom deceit is second nature. Everyone's naked and there's no weapons. Except he has an armor. I maybe should have had a Swords Master for my first DPS. If he's gonna stand in the front row like that. That skill looks familiar somehow. So like, I can see the combat order here for my party. I don't really get when he moves. It's kind of weird that he did attack there. I guess he moves, it's implied that he moves at the start or at the end. But they don't actually list it anywhere. Anyway, he's almost dead, so. Pick a reward. Skills of Justice. This is from Backpack Battles. Luck plus 20, movement minus 10. Quantity plus 10%. There was a long first fight, yeah. I assume there's a speed up button somewhere. Eventually. Clay powder, 547. I don't know what any of these mean, but obviously you never pick the money option. That's never something you do. This is a crafting item and this is an artifact. Let's pick this one. Next threat, Demon Warden. Demonic Guardian capable of dealing fire damage. Thanks, mate. It was amazing. You did a good job crafting that armor. You blush while being humble. Being a crafter is definitely, typo, what you're supposed to be. Of course you did a good job. The old man told you how to do it. You nod confidently. Yeah. That's the confident I'm looking for. My team and I. We would love if you accept to be our own crafter for the adventure. What do you think about it? That's a lot of responsibilities, typo. You ask for more information. If I didn't look sincere, you say yes, no hesitation, no doubt. I clicked on more information. Well, there are monsters at our door. We need to get rid of them before they become a menace. As you know, Tom is retiring, so we need a new crafter to help us. And you were quick and efficient here. So what do you think? You can find the resources you need in every biome available through the portal in the middle of the village. I don't mean to explain your own job to you. You're better at it than me. But Tom asked me to give you some advice before you leave. Some of his own advice. He says, if you execute perfectly your moves, you gather resources faster without using more endurance. Oh, that's great actually. Like it's your crafter power. And he adds, and don't forget, there's a number of times you can use the portal before resetting its power. And so now this is bad phrasing, but before resetting its power, what does that mean? Indeed, we think it has something to do with our own nature. As we step into a portal, we're corrupting it and we need to restore its balance by fighting evil. At least that's what the other guardians believe. Last note from the old man, use the invent field in front of the forge to craft. It's a good one. That's what I actually clicked to get into the tutorial. I think I was supposed to actually click here, but I clicked on this and it went into the tutorial anyway. Alright, I have to return to the barracks and focus on my training. Take the portal and go on an adventure. We'll need to craft the best equipment to defeat those evil monsters. They talk a little too much. Classic Guardian though. Oh, so it is the same thing, whether I click on this or... Oh, so this isn't actually a clickable, okay. This isn't a clickable. This E is just this entire area. Okay. So you have a fairly detailed combat log here. Guardians missing mana to do stuff. Okay. Anyway. Let's poke around the village for a bit. What is this home? You're already rested. Oh. I move really slowly. Really slowly. No, it's not ready yet. My restaurant was supposed to open this week. Another typo. Oh, hello, new crafter. You say hello to him. He looks disheartened. I'm Chef Raymond. Well, just Raymond for now, I suppose. I can't be a chef without my restaurant. Oh no, you heard so many wonders about the restaurant in the village. You share Raymond's feelings. And you don't know the worst thing about it because Tom is the one cooking. Raymond hides his face in his hands. You're not sure about Tom's talent for cooking, but you know you will be able to help. You never learned how to cook anything good either. But a new restaurant means no recipes. I have to work on my upcoming menu. See you soon. Kind of a weird introduction there. This island is also somehow very squarish. So this is a shop. You can buy stuff. Obviously this is like, oh, you can buy 1 or 3, okay. This is a shop where you buy stuff as opposed to selling stuff. Coal, dragonfly, dandelion, water lily, wheat ears, iron ore, okay. I don't think there's a selling thing there. Same place. Crafter, hi! You wave her a hello. She smirks. How's your new job? Seems like you got your hands full helping the adventurers already. Tom ain't kidding. You approve, but you like it? Weird answer. You're young. Enjoy it while it lasts. Name's Orla, by the way. I'm the one serving the tea. By that, I don't mean the liquid. You're curious about that tea. She sees you don't understand. Let's say that the little birds come to me and tell everything about everyone. Missing word here. You get it, she loves gossiping. That's a way of saying it. By the way, since the restaurant needs an update, Tom started cooking again. Dang, I can smell it from here. Good luck. But I thought he just said that the restaurant isn't open and Tom is no longer cooking. This must be the thing in front of the forge. These are the various things I can create. Create a healer staff, for example. I will need something water with water attunement. If I click this, so if I select this as my base item for my healer staff, I will need this yellow sun equipment thing, this thing, to power it up. I'm not actually going to craft it, but let's say I select this. I then get to, if I want to increase this power, I need the sun thing, which I don't have, right? I don't have any more of that. Except iron ore of its own. Yeah, this is 750 to next. If I throw in one of this, because it has 400, it goes to 350 to next. Next here means this level, this power thing. Nothing else I have here will increase that. But I also have a water thing up here. There's basically this innate ability. So a certain amount of this will increase this, which is separate way of getting power that's different from this. Okay, but anyway, I'm not going to create that right now. We need to go gather items after I walk around the town. And we'll see how the collecting part is. There's fishing area up here. It's not open right now, apparently. Shop. Restaurant. Okay, let's go into this. Wait, you're taking the portal to start your first adventure. And it's dangerous to go alone. So, take this. Really? A cell phone? The magic stone allows us to talk together, even if you're far away from each other. You've never seen a stone like that. It will be useful, you thanked her. How do you use a stone like that? You're asking Tom the question. Huh? I'll be the one using it. You just need to press that green part of the stone when you hear it singing. Now, go and gather your resources, crafter. So he gave me a cell phone. Also, these are the regions you can go to. So in a cave, you can gather things like this. Ooh, a diamond, epic. Oh, from this, these are the nodes that you can craft, that you can find. And from these nodes, you can get these things. Ah, divine mushroom. Iron ore is considered epic. Or I can go to the plains, where I can get these things. From this tree, I can get these items. Maple leaf is legendary. From this tree, I can get these items. From this rock, I can get these items, and so on. Let's go to them in order. So, let's go to that. First cave. You hear the magic stone sing. It's also moving by itself in your bag. Maybe there's a demon inside of it. You press the green part, just like Tom told you. Hello, can you hear me? Hello, what is that word? You asked Tom about it. It's a magic formula. You have to say it when you use the stone. Okay, listen to me. Now that you're on your own in a biome, you have to remember a few things. Your tools, you consume endurance, and deal damages based on your very own strength. When you land a perfect hit, the power of your strength is doubled. This is a good way to maximize your time in a biome, you reply. You're perplexed. Why does it work like that for you? It's because we crafters the heats these days. What are they teaching you at school? Good luck there. Heat. What a strange and annoying noise, you think. The stone has stopped singing. You put it back in your inventory. When your endurance is empty, you can maintain the key. You can maintain the keyshot. You can press and hold the keyshot to summon a portal and go back to town. Yes, he basically gave me a cell phone. If you didn't see that. Ha. So this is gear I'm crafting. This is... Oh, does this modify the stuff that I... Like, does it... I guess this applies to me. Huh, interesting. Okay. So anyway... so if there's a button here, this magnifying glass C. If I hold C down, I can see where the nodes are and what things the nodes might produce. Okay, now how do I harvest this? It's not E. It's to do one of these, right? Big Mycena one, Devil's Cage one, sure. I don't really get what the crit thing is. Because he mentioned that, Tom or whatever mentioned that if I time something correctly, I can get double the strength. But I don't know how. They haven't taught me how. Like every hit just does 20 damage anyway. Miss also does not seem to take out any mana, thankfully. It doesn't reduce my energy. So these are rocks. Wrong tool. Just wanted to see what would happen. So that's how you crit. So if I hold down the button and I wait until the diamond thing comes out and I let go of my mouse the same time that the diamond thing comes out, I do 40 damage like that. So that's how you get the double attack thing, apparently. So if you want to maximize how much stuff you get from one run, what's this? You should definitely try to do that and that, but do it properly instead of the way I'm doing it. Not sure what this 100 here means. Kind of implies that there's some kind of inventory limit. Oh no, this is money. This is gold. This is how much gold I have. This is the item I have, right? This is this thing. Luck plus 20, move speed minus 10. I don't know if there's combat. Oh, look, a chest. Cricket dice, luck plus 10. Bilbo cat. Rarity plus 20%. Craft cost plus 1. Craft cost plus 1. Huh. Diapason. Common. Quantity plus 5%, rarity plus 5%, luck plus 2. I kind of would rather take this because I don't want the craft cost +1, whatever that does. Sure, it gives me more rarity, but this also gives slight rarity bonus plus a slight bonus on how much I craft. Or at least how much I gather, I think. That's probably what quantity means. Plus it gives me luck. But what does luck do? I don't really know. This. Game is paused, yeah, but it doesn't, there's no way for me to hover. So craft cost, rarity. This is Satinal's complaint, right? I have a common item here and an epic item here. Who's ever going to pick the common item over the epic item? Ha. So like even I think this is a better item, but I think that I feel like I'm losing out by not picking this because I don't know exactly what rarity does and how detrimental craft cost is. Whatever, I'm gonna pick this. But yeah, it would be nice if we could actually find out what these things do. There should be some kind of hover text or something explaining this. Also, it looks like I can pick up more than one item. Like the rest didn't disappear. Well, I guess I can pick up all three. Yeah, no matter which item you want, it feels bad not to take the best. Yeah. Yes, if I can pick up all three, then it's okay. But I think what happens is that I can only equip one and no, I have all 4 active here. Yeah, so my craft cost is increased even though this is selected. Yeah. By selecting different things, these numbers are not moving. Okay, so all these do apply. In that case, it's fine, yeah. I agree. Okay. So because these have 100 health, as long as I can crit on 2 of my 3 attacks, it doesn't matter if I miss 1 attack, I can still harvest a node using just 15 stamina. Okay, sure. Yeah, okay. I was gonna say that it's mostly mushrooms in this cave for some reason. Yeah, this one was a bit different. This one was 160 health. That's 160 health. So to fully harvest this one in the least amount of stamina, you needed to get 4 crits. I only got 3 crits there, so. Took 5 instead of 4 that time as well. 5 instead of 4. I don't know if. Ooh, new stuff. I don't know if the number of times that you crit affects the drop rate of stuff from the node. I'm guessing not though. Yeah, this one was 100, so any two crits plus a third normal hit would still work just fine. Easy peasy. Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, wrong too, but I destroyed the mushrooms. Heh, oops. Nice and smooth. I don't know if I should be exploring the caves for more treasure chests or what. Oh. Flap that one. It's an interesting system, the ability to crit like that. I flapped that one so many times. My stamina is down to about 1/3. After which we'll go home. And they say you can go back 8 times or something before something or other happens. I'm not sure what happens then. But I guess we'll find out sooner or later. I'm kind of running diagonally across the caves to look for more treasure chests. Don't know if we just limited to one per cave or how that works. This area also has a certain number of nodes, but I can't see what nodes they are. Well, no, I can here. Okay, so gravel. I haven't actually. This. I've seen this and I've seen these two for sure. Seen this. I suppose I've seen this too. I'm not sure. There are 2 mushrooms. Whatever. Let's just harvest things. $165. Oh, so there is an edge to the cave. I've reached the leftmost edge, the boundary to this zone. I'm guessing we're gonna need a lot more ore than we are gonna need mushrooms. What to destroy my other 30 mana? 30 energy. Maybe you? Oh, I missed. Now we have 15 left. And now we're 0. So what happens if I continue hitting from here? I can't. Okay. So I just lose the ability to use my weapons altogether. Let's hit F to go home, which is down here. There. How was your first adventure in a while? Oh, actually you'd have expected to find way more resources. You say you're a bit disappointed. You're quite proud of the resources you managed to gather, and tell Tom about it. Congrats, Dan. You did a good job. It's time for you to rest. Take a good 8 hours of sleep at your house. But the adventure awaits. You need to work and craft the best equipment. You tell Tom you're not feeling sleepy. You won't be young forever, and one day your bones will feel as old as mine. Sometimes I regret acting just like you years ago. Anyways, know that sleeping will help you recover all of your endurance. And you need that endurance to go on your adventures. Sleep well, kiddo. We'll catch up later. I mean, it's not like there's a time limit, right? So, hopefully. So this was the first monster we fought, and this is probably the second one we're going to fight. So I guess it goes like one enemy at a time, which is very weird, but still. So you two need weapons, you probably need some armor, you need a staff, you need a weapon. Let's see what I can craft you. Craft a new item. Craft a bow. What's a memento, I wonder? Craft cost 14 endurance max. What does this mean? So right now I'm at 985. Am I down? Wait a minute. Is this 95 because I was at 1,000? But then I crafted 15, an armor worth 15 for him. So now my maximum is 95. But also now I can craft things for 14 because of this item. So this should be like -1, not +1. If that's true. I can't craft it from here anyway. Oh, I can. I can craft it from here. Oh. Seraphim with a staff. Can be made out of? What are these pink and blue icons? Like pink might be material and blue is for like the area over here. Yeah, I guess it is. So mana minus 20%. But is this mana or is this mana cost? There's a big difference. All elemental penetration. So this should go for a staff. Assuming that this mana cost should go to this black mage. Craft a new item. Craft a staff. Use this opal. Yeah, I'm assuming it's mana cost of a spell. Don't know for sure though. Suppose we can check what her stats are. What's this? Ah, this is the solar, this is the sun, and these are the other planets. Ah. Just reading through these real quick. Whatever. Okay. Crafting you a staff. Put this in an opal. So opal likes what? You need blue to level up. They want me to put the sun in the middle if possible, I think. And this will increase power if I did. I do have lots of these things that increase water as well, and give me extra bonuses. But I'm sure I'll find better ones later. But for now, let's do, I guess let's do the standard case. So I need gold. Weird, okay. Oh, this is a filter, never mind, yeah. So, instead of selecting this, I can select this, or this, or this. This gives me a, I guess it doesn't tell me, oh, the pink, right? The pink ones give me bonuses. The blue ones are just... Is it though? Because the shape is different. The pink one has 3 connectors and the blue one has 2. But I don't know what those connectors do. So I put this in here. Filter the water. Let's just fill it with this. So she has a nice big boost, assuming that this is a positive. It's weird because I can't actually check the stats on this without... oh wait, no I can. Yeah, the higher level eloquence or whatever it is, the higher your bonuses. So this mana thing is supposedly something desirable since it increases as the eloquence increases. Okay, anyway, let's craft this. Congratulations, enjoy your staff. Ranger? No, archer. You probably need a... Because this archer guy was standing in front when we were fighting those enemies. I don't know if that makes a difference. Find out, I guess. Oh, also it's good to check now. Yeah, so my maximum stamina has gone from 985 to 971. You're outside to experience a wonderful weather type that I call rainshine. Nice. All you need is a bright yellow raincoat and you can enjoy rainshine. But without a raincoat, it's also fine. Just splash around in a puddle. Why do you want to talk to me? I think you're relaxing too much. Oh, is that all you have to say? Okay, let's craft him something. Craft a new item. Sure. Oh, I have to click this. I was like, why is there only one item there? So this has no affinity right now, except that it gives extra armor from something. From this, whatever this is. Why did I need to pick why do I need to pick this as my base? I can pick any of these as my base, right? So attack, defense. Damage dealt 1.10 times during 2 turns after taking damage. Well, I have 10 of these. And they want green to level up. I'm probably overthinking it. Oh, so these buttons tell me what they want, I guess. This thing, to level this up, I need green. Level this up, I need... I don't want to level that up. Oh no, this gives green and brown. And to level this up, I need green. Okay. I'm gonna select that. No, wait. I already selected it here. Okay. So green will level up. The problem is these are not strong green. This is a strong green. But I only have one of them. You know? No. I think to craft the other things, let's wait. Let's wait on that until we go into the second area. Wakey wakey, it's time for food. Eat that. You need to feed yourself. I made it all by myself. You take one bite of the food Tom gave you. The taste is something. You hold a feeling of disgust, but hide it behind a smile. No way you can eat it. You can cook neither, and you need strength. Typo. Eat it. You stare awkwardly at the food and finish it. Good. Chef Raymond will cook us his best recipes at the reopening of his restaurant. I can wait for it. Neither do you. So, now that you're awake and your endurance is back at its peak, it's time to sell your resources at the shop. Also, you probably want to learn how to craft better equipment. Go to the workshop and buy new blueprints. They're great. Are we wandering the village? You need me. Good luck. So I guess I just click on something, and so is this sell? So this is not buy. This is actually sell. Ah. Maybe it might be buy. Let me find something cheap to buy or sell. Okay, so this is sell. Good to know. I thought earlier the list I saw was stuff that I could buy. But no, it was stuff that I could sell. I guess. Yeah, no, that's fine. Interact with the workshop. Workshop is up here. Also, there's a big rainbow. It's really big. Gonna look at it again. Enjoy. My chat was on the wrong screen, so I didn't look at that. I didn't see that immediately. What do you want to do? Buy, sell. So I can sell from here as well. Why do I have to go to the workshop, to the shop down there then? Ah. Are these recipes or items? These are actual items. Because they have numbers below them, I think. Perhaps. I don't have a quest right now, so let's go back into the portal. This time I'm going to go to the plains. Celerity affects how many times an adventurer attack per turn. Let's not take the other tree. Here we go. I wasn't sure what tool I needed to destroy that. Oh. So wait, the X was a wrong tool for the tree? Or is that not a tree? I guess that was one of these the hedges. And I guess for those you need a scythe still. These ones require sky. Is this a choppable tree? This is not. Oh, this is a choppable tree. What are these? Where did my hero see? Okay. Nope, these are not harvestable, unfortunately. Not yet, anyway. Hello. You pet the fox. It looks happy, but it won't move. So we're about 1/3 down our health. But the tree didn't fall. No. Is this an is this a knot? It is a knot. Harvest another bush. Harvest that fruit tree over there. And the fox along the way. Medal fruit ×1. That was my first one. So it kind of feels like this part of the game is very, very slow. And it's, I guess it's on purpose. They want you to gather a lot of stuff and go do crafting. The part I don't know about is the 8 times, how the portal is 8 charges, how that corresponds to a quest. I guess we'll find out after this, because after I run out of stamina here, I'm gonna go craft what I can and send them on the quest. And see if that resets the number or something. It might be that you have to finish. I see. It's that you have to finish these monsters, all of these monsters, in your remaining 6 turns. So it's not just 8 forays into the wilderness for each of these. It's probably that you have 8 charges, sure, but you have to kill all these before you get your charges back. And I definitely saw in screenshots that there were other biomes that unlocked. I don't know if they're in the demo. I wish I could attack more than one of these at a time. Also, I noticed that the time changes, right? So now we're kind of in evening and there's light around us. There's a firefly right here. But does that change based on real life time? Or does that change based on how much stamina you have left? It might be a stamina thing, but I wasn't paying close enough attention to that to know. Also, I would kind of like to find that chest, if there is a chest still around. I guess it's a stamina thing, yeah. I'm looking for fruit trees. Here we are. This guy. I don't know if it's worth chopping down normal trees. I guess we need a mix of everything. These trees aren't even choppable. Oh, they are. Okay, but why don't I get one of these for these trees? I get all these for these trees, but I don't get a tooltip for this one. Oh, because all they gave is a log. So maybe you're not supposed to chop down those? Or they don't give you anything special, I guess. Whereas for this guy, I can see a whole bunch of things. Don't want to chop those down. See, this landform is nice and like jagged. It's kind of like realistic. Or this shoreline rather. But the edge here, the edge of each map is kind of weird. It's like, oh, a perfectly straight coastline. A perfectly straight coastline below there as well, and on top there as well. Zone borders should never be just one straight line. So these are fake trees, they'll just give me a single word. Hello fruit tree. I'm gonna harvest you. Became the brightest rainbow I've ever seen. Nice. I hope you took pictures of it. Straight coastline. Perfectly as straight as far as the eyes can see. Who are you? What do you want to do? Buy, sell. Ooh. Void Scepter Mage. I already made a thing for her though. Eternal Ring. I don't think I can craft a ring, so maybe I'll buy a ring. See, this is weird. There's like 10% power, minus 5% hit points, minus 5% all resistances, I think. But the way they put it, the way they list the stat before and the quantity before and the stat after, makes me unsure if like power 5%, or is this power negative 5%, or power plus 10%? It's probably power plus 10%, but it's not clear in the UI is not very good. 5% power. I still don't know what this 3 and 5 here below is. At no point have they explained what the triangular and circular numbers mean. And on the other side of the sky, there was an incredibly beautiful silver lining on the clouds. Nice. That sounds like a very gorgeous picture. Tank melee, eternal ring. What is memento? Who knows? Unexplained. What can I sell to him? Pictures are not good compared to viewing in person, yeah? It's the Japanese call that, what do they call that? They call it mono no aware. Like, it's a singular moment in time, singular moment of beauty, and then it's gone. It's like the fleeting nature of the ephemeral nature rather of life. So I can sell him a bunch of things for money and buy one of those rings if I wanted to. I don't know how good / bad they are, or if it's worth selling all of this crap though. But like, this is crap, right? I'll never use this for anything, because I have better equivalents. Like if I sell this, right, something like this I'll probably use quite a bit of. That I'll probably use a bit of. That, yes, sure. Copper ore, whatever. Dandelion common, sure. Wheat ears common, sure. 710. I'm trying to get one. Wait, how much gold was that again? Was it 1100? It was 1100. 5%. Yeah. I don't like, because I don't know what the symbols mean. They're the elemental symbols, but I don't know how they correspond to. Mono no aware, yeah. Kintsugi, wabi sabi, yeah. You have Ichigo Ichie, which is like one life, one. I don't remember what the total. I don't remember what it fully means, but it's all. They have a lot of ephemeral kind of verbs, ephemeral kind of phrases, which are very nice. What can I sell? Suppose I can sell. Which one? If you mean that one, that refers to like that's the transient one that I was talking about. It kind of describes the scene that you saw, because you'll never see it again. Oh, the other one I said was that, which also means, which is also another word, another way of saying that something's transient. I think it's like one life, one moment or something, but it's saying that I think that, is that the one that says that is one life, one meeting, or one life, one moment or something. It's basically saying that an event that happens, like a meeting that happens between you and me, is that specific meeting will only happen once ever, even if literally one time, one meeting. Yeah, the ichi is like one. What they're trying to say by that, from that, is that even if I meet you, let's say we go out for lunch tomorrow, and we have that even though we might go out for lunch several times over the next year, that specific instance of us going out for lunch tomorrow, and the things that we see along the way, and the people we meet, the things we talk about, the feeling of the sun on our face, and the wind blowing through our hairs on that specific occasion, only happens once. So even though we might repeat going out for lunch like 5 times a week. That specific instance of us going, like they're all still unique because the specific instance of us going out tomorrow and the things that happen to us on our journey are unique to that specific one day, to that one day that we're going out. And it's not, even though everything like seems the same, if you go out, if you go for lunch every day, there's still that special uniqueness of doing it each individual time. It all ties into the idea of like being like aware of your surroundings and being mindful of things, I guess, in life. And yeah, it's a pretty beautiful idea. I like it. Can you sell 10 of these? I need to raise money. I don't think this is a good idea to actually buy that ring, but I don't care. Since this is a demo anyway. So I have 1.1k. So I should be able to buy this. Nope. I need to sell a little more. This is probably a bad idea, but we shall do it anyway. Fine. I don't know what that does, but we'll find out. We'll find out how much it helps or doesn't help our adventurers once we get back to town. One strawberry once in the whole world. Each strawberry is unique. One strawberry, one meeting. Let's chop down this maple tree. I have 116. Look at those 40s. Okay. I have 81 now. Oh. $61 now. Oh, here's a treasure chest. Hooray. There's only one item in here. Reward gold plus 10%. Sure. Nice stretch of 40s. 21 health left. Just gonna chop down a couple of these. One of these, I guess. Okay. Back home we go. That's a crazy theory, Emmy. But with strawberries. The one strawberry universe postulate. Actually, manifestations of a single strawberry moving backwards and forwards in time. Yeah, makes sense. Do your conversations change? I don't think they do, right? I think you're relaxing too much. Yeah, me too. Okay, let's try to craft things and give it to them. Let's see how much I can gear them up, and I'll send them along their way. Firstly, that ring that I have. Oh, so this is a ring slot. Oh, and I could have crafted new rings. No, wait. This is a recipe that I got. So the things... Hold on. So did I buy an item or did I buy a recipe? That's what I need to know. It's not an item that I can wear for sure. And I don't have any gear left over. So the thing that I bought for 1100 was from the traveling salesman was a recipe. And that kind of implies that these things over here that I'm buying from this shop. This shop? No. This is selling. This is a place I sell things to. Wasn't there a shop here that sold stuff as well? Maybe it was a blacksmith? Right? So I think all these are actually recipes. I can buy this to unlock a longbow recipe and then craft it. Single electron strawberries. There'll be a very small strawberry. Okay. Archer. Craft. Short bow. Sure. Before we do that, we need to put a material. Devil's Kiss. No. Oh. This. Okay. 5 arrow. But the material doesn't matter in that respect. So this lets you do more damage after you take damage. Which is probably good since he seems to be in the front line. Okay, make a bow of this. So this item needs earth. And this needs air. So I need earth and air. Well, earth first. So this gives me earth and air. But I need more earth than air, right? One thing they haven't really taught me is the bonus thing. So in the first item that we created, there was a bonus 25% that the sun item gave to the other things that we put in. I don't know how to replicate that. They haven't quite taught me that. And I haven't quite figured out how. But for now, let's put in earth with a little bit of air on the side. Like this, I guess. But this is air with a little bit of earth on the side, and it's not very good. This, I guess this sun in general means it's a multiplier. If I do that, I'm just curious. And I do this. Okay, so the 1.25 applies to... 1.25 comes from this orange thing. The sun. Ah. So this will give a doesn't this? Yeah, this also gives a multiplier. So does this. Let's put some quartz in. $600 air on this one. So it actually gave me 750 air. 37 power. Or I can put in more earth items to increase this. I actually probably should be doing that instead. That gives me 600. If I put another one of these, does it double? I don't think it does, right? 400, 400, 600, 600. So 600, 750 gives me 1350. So this gives 1.25 bonus to this, but this does not give 1.25 bonus back to this. 300, 400, 600. Some of these would be nice. I do have a lot of quartz. Maybe I'll sacrifice the quartz there anyway. I put this in. Does this take effect? I don't think so. This does not take effect because for this toughness 750, 1000 thing, for this to take effect, this has to be here. But this item can only hold one talent. Still 1100 ain't too shabby. I don't think this is very useful though. Whatever. Craft it. Who cares? Enjoy your weapon. Here, have an armor as well. For your armor piece, we will What do you need? You need arrow for that. Don't really care. For the armor piece, we probably want to put this, which gives you less aggro. Perhaps. This also levels up with arrow. So both of these require arrow. Which means I can just put in a bunch of this. The first one should still really be one of these to double the effect though, but whatever. 600, 100, 200, 600. Put one of these. Then like butterfly and another butterfly. They give you 1,000, we should get 5 pips. Enjoy your new armor. Is this game fun? I don't know yet. I don't know. So the first part was kind of the first thing that we did was we were sent into a tutorial to craft a piece of armor so that we could find out how it worked. But then we were sent into an area to gather stuff, and that area just involves like running around and gathering a whole bunch of ingredients with with somewhat interesting but ultimately kind of boring mini game. Now we're back in town and we are crafting items to gear up our party to send them to kill these guys. But we don't actually have any agency in the fight. We only have agency in crafting them up. What I want to know is, does the loop get better and faster once I kind of figure out what I'm doing or not? One of these four is not like the rest, yeah. Unknown fun, a curious new video game. Yeah, we'll see. This game is based off of, it's kind of, sort of based off of Final Fantasy XIV, but not really. In the sense that it's a game created by a website dedicated to Final Fantasy XIV crafting. But the game itself is not tied to Final Fantasy XIV. It's kind of, I think it's kind of an homage to it, but not really. But also it's a game that they've wanted to make. They've been inspired by like the crafting mechanics and stuff. They're trying to make their own crafting game. Exactly, crafting and Satinals. And I know you and Satinal Amy and Satinal have both played quite a bit of Final Fantasy XIV and their crafting and stuff. So I wanted to check out the game. Yeah, but this crafting system is very different from that, right? So they're not trying to emulate Final Fantasy XIV crafting. It's just inspired by people who like Final Fantasy XIV crafting. And what she was crafting. Yeah, but this is still very early game as well, and it's pre-alpha. Well, this is pre-alpha, so it's not gonna be. There's a lot of mechanics that are probably not in the game yet. But this crafting is taking a while because there is still this element thing that I'm trying to figure out. So I'm kind of going slow and figuring out what the heck I should be. Like what does piety do? I'm not really sure. It sounds healing focused. Yeah, this if you filter by heals, it does say you should use that. But I don't really know what it means. So this is water affinity, so I can put in water stuff here. There's no water sun, so I'm not going to get a bonus. But I can stuff in. And all these bonuses mean nothing when it's on the right side of the screen. I'm just going to craft random things to just kind of to push on the plot. Ooh, I almost got this, but not quite. 400, 400, 400, 400. There isn't a higher one I can put in though, so that might be the maximum. Although if it's going to be that anyway, why don't I just put in a lower one? Put in a 200. Yeah, it's still the same number of pips. Craft that. Have that, congratulations. Craft a new item, you need armor, sure. This gives you piety as well, so you want more mushrooms. Oh, this is mana regen. Sure. You still want water, so I'm going to filter to water. Give you 400, 400, 400, I guess. No, not quite enough to reach. Here I have another 200. Craft. I guess I could craft you a ring too. You know what? Screw the rings. Everyone's going in without rings. So you have two stuff. You have armor and weapon. You have armor and weapon. You have a armor but no weapon. You have a weapon but no armor. Let me fix that real quick. Craft a new item. Really? Your weapon is a shield? Okay, whatever. Shield. The shield scales off of earth and sun. Of the talents, if I filter the defense. Do you want to be a dodge tank? Or do you want to be a HP tank? You can be a HP tank. So this scales off of leaf, this scales off of nature, this scales off of earth, this scales off of sun. And do that. The 400 sun will give a bonus, 1.25 bonus to these two. But I still need to put in earth. Let me filter to earth. It should be this, but this is only 100. Earth sun, only 100 as well. But I actually don't have a lot of things that increase earth. Yeah, this is kind of lousy. That's okay, craft it. Enjoy your weapon. You have some armor. Craft whatever that is. This rope scales off of water and gives me extra mana. What kind of thing do you want? Do you want mana for your weapon? Or do you want the scale off of attack? Get rid of these two. Mana cost? So this rope scales off of water. So it would be nice if you pick something that scales off of water as well, like this. But then, yeah, you know what? Whatever. Oops. So this also scales off of water. So I need to dump a bunch of water things in. Which is something like that. Something like that. And something like this. Perfect. Enjoy your thing. Okay. Now let's see. Now they all have everything but rings. Let's see if they can fight. What is this wipe and what is this pause? What? Pause obviously pauses the fight. We don't see... I still don't see their enemy's turn order in this. So this is just our turn order. Does this fast forward? No. This concedes the battle. But why is there no speed up button? Yeah, this is apparently a concede button. But there's no speed up button. I was hoping... Oh wait, what's this? No, this is nothing. There's no speed up button. Yeah, I don't think these guys are gonna win. Nope, I don't think he's gonna win. Concede, yes. You can try again anytime you want, except if you ran out of teleports. Well. You weren't in luck today. You failed your adventure. You showed Tom how sad you are. Your entire team was defeated. It's not just you, so chin up. But don't worry, everybody loses sometimes. Everybody loses sometimes. As long as you get back on your feet and try again, it's fine. Maybe your strategy wasn't the right one this time, so check the combat log at the barracks. Learn from your mistakes. You know, you figure out and win next time. Take care. So when they say combat luck, they mean this thing. But it's almost like we need fire resistance because they do a lot of fire damage. But this is only the second fight in the tutorial, right? So it's kind of weird that either you need fire resistance or my healer, I need to do a lot more heals. But it feels like we ran out of heals very quickly. Also, this kind of implies that... Oh, the Grand Healing Choir. It's weird because this heal should come... Like I can... How do I check my... Adventurers? Seraphim. So she... Cast this. This takes half her mana. Goodness gracious. So she really only has... And this is also stupid, right? You have a Healing Choir here, which takes 800 mana, heals everyone for 274. This one, Grand Healing Choir, also takes 800 mana, but heals for twice the amount. But it only fires if you're below 60% hit points. But why would you ever cast this over this if they cost the same mana? But then that's exactly what she did in a combat luck. So at the start here, she cast this, 274. Then later on, she cast this. She cast this and it took effect a little while later, I guess. Maybe that's the difference. But that spell didn't say anything about a delay. And she managed to cast a third time. Here. But she basically only got off 3 heals. And we gain 300 a turn. But I guess, how am I supposed to... What do they want me to do? I guess what they want me to do is actually... I suspect what they actually want me to do is buy some of these recipes, buy some of these better recipes, and build off of these. Gather some crafting materials, build 15% mana, 10% HP, build some of these upgraded ones, and then use those to fight the boss. But this is only the second boss of the tutorial, which is like 4 bosses. This first boss was like, he was an automatic win. It was part of the starting tutorial. This second boss is already whopping us because the gear that we started with, that they then sent me to go gather materials to craft, that gear is not enough to actually defeat the very first boss after the tutorial. And you can't actually do anything with, like, there's no one else you can fight. So all that gear that I just crafted, I think I have to actually take and sell. I still have 6 more attempts. I can still go in to like the plains and go gather a bunch more crafting resources. But then yeah, it's like they want me to craft these right away. Not these. They want me to craft these right away to have a chance even against this guy. That I'm supposed to craft the rings. But I don't feel like the rings make that much of a difference. Like maybe this elemental ring? But even then... Like the elemental ring we got was a good ring. But I don't see how it would matter against the boss. So... Do I have something that gives me more fire resistance? So this, right? I could make it out of hardwood. So I would get elemental resistance as skills off of sun and wood. I will put a sun item in the middle here. Something like this. And probably put some of these along the edge as well. In fact, I can probably just do... Sorry. If I just dump quartz here, just like this, I will get something that gives me maxed out elemental resistance. Actually, do I even need this? No. So at some point... okay. So at some point, it would be better to just swap over to whatever gives me the most sun. It is still quartz though, still quartz. But I can use this. I don't have to use quartz all the way. But then, this is actually considered rarer than this. So I should be using quartz because it's actually cheaper. I think. I can just go farm more quartz. So this item will give me crazy amount of armor, lots of elemental resistance. I could craft 4 of this for everyone. That would get me past the first thing, right? I just have to get a lot more quartz. Okay, let me go try that real quick. I want to see the combat luck and what difference it makes. So I'm gonna give the archer that ring. I expect him to die last. Also, it's kind of weird that he has a health bar here, but he's at 40,000 out of 40,000, even though his health bar is not full. But see how fast everyone else dies? Like, he's still at 1641. My archer's at half health, my black mage is almost dead. Even the tank is at half health. But he's still at... Well, he's dying now, but he is in the front line for some reason. But he has a lot more health compared to the others. Well, compared to the other DPS person, who's already dead. And now the archer is dead. But we don't do enough DPS either, right? So he did outlast everyone else. But I think to defeat this, we would need to go in, gather more quartz, and possibly also gather... I think I tried to spread out, like when I was building... Oh, this is a gear thing. Like I was... When I built this, for example, I can craft a new item. It's like this, I should have probably tried to max this out as much as I can. But I'm not sure I could have. If I craft a new one. So I was building on this, I think. Right? Yeah. But maybe that wasn't the best one to give him? I don't really like this trice mechanic either. But yeah. Because it's very possible to soft lock yourself, right? I don't think you could soft lock yourself in this tutorial. But this, because you do gather quite a lot, unless you play really badly, because you do get quite a lot of resources each time. But it's weird that you have this balancing mechanic between, I can go in here and gather stuff from these dungeons 6 more times, but every time I craft something, my maximum stamina also goes down. So I started at what? I started at 1000, I think. But now every item I craft the remaining amount of stamina I have to gather things from this crafting zone in here, the gathering zone, goes down, which is weird. I don't understand why they have that mechanic. It feels like it's punishing you for experimenting with things. And in this case, it's weird because the second boss here is already so overtuned that all this stuff that I bought, all this stuff that I crafted is actually kind of wrong, except for this ring. I can craft 3 more rings to make them all survive, but I would probably still have to figure out a way to maximize this weapon and this weapon so that I did a lot more damage than so that I could do a lot more damage than I actually did. And you were not healing enough. I'm not sure how to solve that either. It's almost like you have to find items enough, and you have to find the rarer items from each zone to maximize this. So it's almost like I had to create gear that always hits 7 of 7. If not, it's a waste because I'm using up my maximum stamina, but not getting a very optimal item back in return. I don't know. Do you guys want me to try continuing this and trying to get enough items to craft a set of gear that can beat the second boss? Or do you want to jump to another demo? It's up to y'all. I kind of get how the game is going. So this game is still pre-alpha. They said on their Kickstarter page that this is still very much pre-alpha. So obviously, like, some mechanics are not in the game. Like, there's no real story kind of wrapped up in this. The balance is probably not all there yet, but it's there to give you kind of an idea of where they're headed with the game. Should probably try or else soft lock myself. The thing is, the crafting zone takes a while, so I can try at least one more time. So what I need is a lot of quartz. I can do that by checking like this, right? The quartz is probably from one of these things. So to craft the rings, I need quartz. Did I ever get any of these? Alright. Quartz and iron ore. So these two help me a lot when making that ring. So I need to find a lot of these black rocks. Should be easy enough. They're everywhere. Plus, when I go in here, I'll find there should be a chest somewhere in here still, right? So this part of the minigame I understand. So when you hit something, you do 20 damage. It costs 5 energy. But if you press and hold, a little diamond will come out. And if you time letting go of your mouse at the same time that the diamond thing appears, you'll do double damage. Not like that. Not like that either. But like that. So 40 damage. So instead of taking me 5 hits to destroy that rock, it took me 4 hits. And if I'm better at it, it can take me 3 hits. And that's how you conserve stamina, like that. So that part of the minigame I kind of like. It spices up an otherwise really boring gathering zone. I get that the game marketed this area, this gameplay as very slow and cozy gameplay, kind of like, you know, slice of life-ish gameplay. There are no monsters to fight yet, if ever. But that's also another way of saying that they couldn't come up with an interesting enough mechanic to fill this part of the game, and therefore they call it the slow and cozy gameplay. But really what it means is this boring gameplay. But it's not actually that boring, because you do have agency in the way that you... Yeah, there is some agency. They tried, right? There is some agency. You're not just pressing, you're not just spam clicking. You are trying to time your thing. And you do find... We found treasure chests lying around. We found a vendor lying around who sold me interesting recipes. So it's... I think this is the wrong rock, but I want to craft it. I want to gather it anyway. Oh look, here's our chest. Move speed +5, endurance +100, luck +5. Endurance +100 is nice. And it gave me not only maximum endurance, but also current endurance. Yeah, now that I understand what I'm doing, this part will go faster. But it's still not that fast. I still have to use up all this stamina, right? No, that's not a thing. And even though I'm mostly going for quartz, I probably still need to gather other things as well. But how many quartz do I need? I need like 21 quartz at least. There's 7 per item, right? I have... What does quartz look like? 8. Okay, so I need a bunch more. I think I need at least 21, but probably even more would be even better. So I could have some for the future. This thing should give me quartz. I don't remember what these things are. Let's craft. Orpiment. Oh, orpiments are from this thing. That's the fire thing that we used during the tutorial. There was a sun element that we used up during the tutorial. Okay, so it's good to know that it's from those big rocks. There's 1 quartz. This also gives quartz, right? Yep. Quartz. No quartz again. So this time, yeah, this time I'm specifically targeting rocks, mostly, that give me quartz. But it's RNG, so a lot of the time I'm still not going to get any quartz. This was the Orpiment rock, I think. So I'm going to try that anyway. Yeah. We got both rare drops from that rock. The rare drops being the purple items. Quartz is blue, so it's just a rare. It's just an uncommon drop or whatever they call it. I have 17 quartz. I do also kind of need these things. But I can gather them later. I definitely need quartz. But what is this? Oh, this rock, right? Opals. Sure, I guess. Here's a quartz. There's another one. Got the rare iron ore. For some reason, iron ore is the rare item and quartz is the least. Quartz is the uncommon item and iron ore is a rare item from that rock. In most games, iron ore is kind of common. Not in this game. Oh, yes, there's probably another rock where iron is more common. I should find... Do I have any of these? Pretty sure I have one of these. Not sure if any diamonds. Nope. shiny rock. Aren't you these things? Yeah, you are. There we are. There's a diamond. How fortunate. Not that I really know what we can do with that diamond right now. It sells well though. Oh, it gives 600 sun. That's not bad, but it also sells well. And this gold nugget is from the same rock, I think. And it's just for selling. It doesn't have any effect at all when used. When used in crafting. Down to 350 energy. Whenever I see torches in caves like this, a question I always ask is, who put this torch here? And who's maintaining the flame in the torch? Certainly not me. Minecraft players. Oh, and is that another chest? So a cave can have, a crafting zone can have more than one event like this. What is this? Loyalty card common, 1 of 5. So this stacks up to 5 times. Kind of like this artifact system reminds me of Risk of Rain, right? It's very Risk of Rain-ish. You get all these artifacts that end up on the side here, that buff you as you go, and you can kind of gather a certain number of them. Yeah. Like a certain number of them will stack. They'll stack up to a certain point. Oh. Uh-oh. Interesting, it let me change tools mid-swing, but then it took up double the stamina because it swung twice. So hold on, so this is the wrong tool. But if I switch to this, it did let me swing twice. No, it did let me swing when I let go of the mouse, but it swung twice. So if I had a wrong tool like this, technically I should just let go and let it swing to save my stamina from being consumed twice, but also that destroys the item if it's fragile. And I can't, so when I'm stuck in this animation, I can't move. Oh, I can in this case. But in this case, I can't. So I guess it depends on sometimes on whether you value your stamina more or you value not destroying the item more. Very weird. Ooh. Still a weird mechanic though. This is a triple item. Quantity 5, rarity 5, luck 2. Reward gold plus 10. Both of these I have, right? Lock net. During the day, craft cost -1, light radius plus 5, move speed 10. So now the second coin stacked with this one. Second one here stacked as well. I have 2 of these. And 2 of these. Interesting. We're almost out of stamina. I'm gonna get more. How much quartz do I have? 22. I do have enough to finish this round. I would still kind of like a little more. Oh, there's 3 of them. That rock gave me 3 of them. Was that a crit? All 4 of them crit in some way or other. Okay, forget it. Let's just gather some mushrooms and go. forget looking for more quartz, that is. Okay, that's enough. Okay. So I think I actually do get a bonus now for crafting in the day, right? During the day, craft cost -1. Let's go sleep. Then I'm gonna craft that stupid ring for everyone. Just everyone. So you, craft a new item. That nice ring. Let's just stack quartz, I think. Was it quartz? I put quartz here, but what was the initial item here? It was something that gives me elemental resistances. Oh, hardwood. I also need hardwood. So I might need to go gather some of that. Yeah, I'll need to go gather some of that from the other zone. But first, the some quartz. I guess I only needed 5 for crafting, not 7. Okay. Congratulations. You have a nice ring. Oh, the 1 and 5. Oh, the 1 and 3, 1 and 5 refers to the number of slots there is. So like when crafting a new item, if I craft this, there's 1 talent and 3 energy things. That's why it's a 1 and 3 item. That's what the numbers mean. Okay. So I'll be right back because I need to go gather wood from the other thing. So wood from here, I need hardwood, right? So maple will give me that wood. Oak will give me that wood. Poplar will give me that wood. This one will actually probably be a little bit far. What is this? Big bush can give me an Arum Titan legendary. Do I even have that item? I don't think I found any. But this should be faster because the trees take longer to cut down. So the energy doesn't get as far. Okay. So maples and stuff. Especially when I don't crit like that. And I miss so many of my crits. Much better. That was an 8 crits in a row. Very nice. You also drop the wood, right? Do you drop the wood? You're an oak, but you haven't dropped it twice in a row now. Maybe the maples are better because they have more stuff that they can drop, even if they take longer to hit down. I should also go look for the chest or the vendor. Let's go wander around and chop some maples along the way. Do you drop anything? You kind of do, but not really. Let's stick to maples. We're Canadian after all. Oh, and I wanted to try some of the bushes once I see them. if I see them. Don't see many of these trees around. These ones, they drop rhinoceros beetles, moss, and also hardwood. But not that one. Not that one. So my stamina is already half gone. Oh, I got 2 hardwood from that one. How nice. Really, I only needed 2 hardwood in total. All this extra stuff is a bonus. But it's also possible that I might need to recraft other pieces of gear using the hardwood to give me more survivability, I guess. Wow. That bush dropped a lot of stuff. That one too. That one dropped 2 of the legendary things. Okay, that's the edge of the map. Yeah, there might be like chests and stuff in the corners of the map. I don't want to go all the way into the corner. I say as I go into this corner of the map. You could technically scour every inch of the map to... Oh, look, a chest. Rarity plus 20. And this is the craft cost plus 1 thing, but it's actually minus 1, right? Even though it says plus 1. Actually, is it though? So this is actually craft cost plus 1, and this is minus 1. So these two actually counteract each other. But it seemed like earlier that the plus 1 was actually minus 1. So I wonder if they flipped it on accident in the demo. Because when we get 0 of this and we get 1 of this, the item costs 14 instead of 16, if I'm not wrong. And even now, our craft cost is 1. Yeah, they don't explain what this stat means, but they don't explain what this stat means, and we can infer what it means, but oh look, that's how you get back to this screen. We can infer what it means, but we don't know what the intention is here. Is positive supposed to be good, or is negative supposed to be good? Because this is plus and this is minus. So one of these is supposed to be negative. I guess maybe this one. But then this one, what you're saying is... Yeah, I get a feeling that I get the sneaking suspicion that the craft cost numbers are flipped, or the definition is flipped in this demo. Gathering games tends to be like that as it is, but I think that as it is, like that refers to maybe instead of gathering being interesting, it could be meditative or simply satisfying somehow. I do find the gathering here kind of meditative, but I don't like that there's a limit on it. I don't like that that your maximum stamina bar goes down as you craft. That's not cool. it is a little tedious. It feels a little tedious because of the time limit. Because like what happened here was that so to craft my other 2 rings, I need 2 hardwood. But because there's a timer, because there's a number of times that I can use the portal, going into this area just to get 2 hardwood is a waste. So I end up having to basically use my entire stamina bar here to gather as much as possible, even though all I needed was 2 hardwood, just so that I don't waste the rest of my stamina bar, waste the number of charges remaining on the portal. And that doesn't feel good. I mean, it feels good in the sense that if it's correct in the sense that I probably need all these items later anyway. But not right now. So you lose that meditative piece that you're trying to talk about. Flower wiggle animation. Yeah. Also the foxes. Yeah, there are lots of foxes around. They don't do anything yet. Yeah. I assume that that's a later on thing. Eventually, they'll implement something. Also, these are not the only 2 zones in the game, but they are the only 2 zones unlocked to us right now. I think one of the screenshots either on Steam or on their Kickstarter page showed like 7 or 8 zones. That's fine, Amy. I appreciate you being here either way. Just idling helps the stream a lot. Of course, I'd rather you watch it, but I understand that this part of the game isn't particularly interesting either, and you have shiny rainbows outside your house right now. I mean, I would idle to go look at your rainbows. Oh look, a chest. This is the 3 artifact chest. Dice. An alembic, which increases move speed, nice. And endurance, nice. And luck. Quantity plus 15, strength minus 1. What is strength? Why isn't any of these defined? Oh, strength is the damage I do. Crap. So instead of doing 20 damage per hit and 40 on a crit, I will do 19 damage a hit and 38 on a crit, which means because all the hit points are multiples of 20, I think, this will mean that I need 1 extra cut to cut down a lot of other things. 1 extra cut to harvest a lot of these nodes. But I'm getting a bonus quantity thing from them still there, so it's probably worth it. Plus, I'm sure there'll be ways to increase strength later. What are you? Oh, you give me quartz. Sure. See, I was left with a little sliver there because I'm only doing 19 a hit now instead of 20. This is going to be the same. Look at this tail behind here. This tail sticking out of the tree. Yeah, so there's a sliver here. So I have to take 1 extra hit to hit. That's fine. Also, you can't drop artifacts, right? Yeah, there's no way to discard any of these things that you're picking up. Over time, they'll make you more powerful, I'm sure of it. But it's still kind of weird. Let's go harvest some of these. Nice. 1 more here. Nice. And we only have 38 left. That's 7 swings. Can I destroy a tree in 7 swings? Not like that, I can't. Nah. Let's just harvest some of these. Oh, so it actually let me use up my last swing for 3 mana, but I still failed to crit on that. So we're leaving those behind. So I'm gonna craft 2 more of those stupid rings for these 2 people right away. Firstly, my healer. Craft a new item. Craft that with this wood and 5 cards. This power plus 100%, damage taken plus 80%. No, thank you. The diamond has, the gold nugget has. This gold nugget has no effect whatsoever. All you can do with it is sell it. Okay, anyway. Ring. Very nice. Congratulations. Enjoy your new ring. Black mage, my dear. You fancy a ring? This. Hearts. Hearts. Technically, this center thing I can put on something else here. I could put one of those, these things. I think I would actually end up with more. I actually end up with more armor and resistance. Congratulations. You have a slightly better ring than everyone else. Now, I still haven't upgraded my weapons. I'm just kind of curious how long they last. So I'm going to check this now. So I'm not sure where their problem. I'm not sure where they are. Now that I've kind of solved their survivability issue, I'm sure they still have a damage issue. But I need to see what context. Who's not doing enough damage? It's probably both of them, right? They need better weapons. This is so slow. Slow. Oh, there goes one. And we're still doing fine. We have lots of health. Ish. More importantly, my cleric has my seraphim has lots of mana still. She cast a single target heal that time though. I mean, I suppose it's fine. She cast it on herself, so. Oh, he summons as well. Okay, so we definitely don't have enough DPS. Not if we have to out DPS the ads before he can resummon them. We definitely don't have enough DPS. But why? What are we missing then? So you're missing mana to do DPS. Not being able to cast your skill because you have enough mana is definitely bad. But also the damage itself is not high enough. Yeah, let's. Goodbye. Okay. So this retaliation thing is not very good because it's not that much damage. I think you need raw power. But I feel like I'm supposed to buy the other recipe. I feel like the correct thing to do here is not actually to build more powerful versions of those. It's to buy this recipe, right? This has 2 talents that I can put in. I need 760 gold for that. The only way I get gold is by selling nonsense like this. Maybe nonsense like this? I don't feel like... Oh, this is a good item to put on the right side of the screen now. I do have a lot of this now. I don't think I need that much more of these. Maybe I'll sell 10 of these? Sure. Buy this. Now I can craft. Okay, so now is this the day or is this a night? This is still day. So right now my craft cost is 1. Right, so this is active and these are active. Craft cost is 14 max. If I... Wait, no, this should be night though. Our night is 0 health? 0. Oh, now it's night. So, now that it's night, if I craft this... See, now it costs 13 endurance max. So this... What this item does is... Sure, it gives you more light radius, but for some reason, it makes your items more expensive to craft, which is upside down. I think this is supposed to make it easier to craft, and these are supposed to make it more difficult to craft as a trade-off for getting rarer things while crafting or while gathering. This also means that once you come back from crafting, you're supposed to, from gathering, you're supposed to go craft your items and then go to bed, which is opposite of what the NPC advise you to do, which is go to bed to regenerate your stamina as soon as possible. It's all very weird. Okay, weapon. So I can craft this. So I can give you 2 traits. The default bow trait is it scales off of air, and it scales off of flora, which is like nature. Air and nature. I want attacking stuff. This gives resistances. I mean, I guess it's good, but no. Dexterity, no idea what it does. The game doesn't tell me. Intelligence, no idea. But you can kind of guess what it does. Power. Armor pen. 1 maple leaf, armor pen. This power is also good, but it... Oh, so if you can get this high enough, then a lot of the drawbacks are gone. Huh. How high can I get this? Oh, I need 6,000 light. That's not gonna happen. Oh no, I do have 1,000 of this, yeah. I can get close, but not quite. Because I still have to build the other item and these other things. So sorry, the other talent and this flora and air thing. So this is not a good item right now. Not for this weapon. This is good, but I only have 1 of these. Let's do it though. And I think either dexterity, which scales off of air, or this, which scales off of light. Let's go this. This scales off of... Okay, this scales off of mountain. The thing is, adding this makes it so that instead of leveling these 2, now I have to level 3 different elements with these circles, and I don't have many circles here. So this is not a good fit in this weapon. But neither is anything else. This is good fit with this. Because it's air. This, not really. This gives me HP. Gives me less arrow. Celerity? What did they say the celerity did? I think it gives like, was it an extra chance of extra attack? Or was it something else? They did mention this in a tooltip early on in the game. I don't remember what it did. Dodge chance is also interesting. I don't know. Let's go with this. Does Katamari Dynasty count as a gathering game? Usually when you gather something, it's so that you can craft something, not so that you can destroy something. So it sounds like an anti-gathering game. You're gathering stuff, but your aim is to destroy the world, not to craft something. So anti-gathering. Okay. Air with a side dose of nature, like this thing. Yeah, it's probably this thing, right? This is the only thing I can use. I need 3 of them. This is probably the best item that I can craft with these with those talents. Okay. So this weapon is significantly better than this weapon. Definitely. Let's do that. You craft stars, you get a thing, turn them into... I guess so. I guess so. But stars by their nature are destructive. They destroy... They both destroy and create, so yeah. I guess so. Fair enough, fair enough. It's a quote-unquote gathering game. So I think I can ignore their armors. I need to increase this weapon. I needed to increase this weapon and probably this thing. So she needs a better staff than whatever nonsense this is. Whatever nonsense that is. So can I sell the old weapon? So that's the other thing. That's another thing with this game. I now have this weapon. What do I do with it? I can sell it. I don't... it didn't seem like I could sell it. That restaurant still hasn't opened. This is the crafting bench thing. Like, what do I do with this weapon? And what is memento? Oh, memento is kind of like the... memento is basically locking it so you can compare. So I can compare like these two together. Kind of a weird way of saying luck. But yeah, I don't know what to do with this crafted item that I have. I can't seem to sell it. Can't seem to get rid of it. You think that as a crafter, even if I'm not using that item for my adventuring party that I'm supporting, there should be a way to sell that somehow. But I mean, pre-alpha, right? I'm sure that will definitely be a thing eventually. Sell whatever that is. Okay. Actually, no. What do I need to buy first? I need to buy an upgraded stuff for my... Not my healer, but this one. I need to buy this. Okay. So... 1045 gold. I have 650 right now. I do have a lot of junk. That should be enough. So this is one slot, one element, but 5 slots to put things into. What is this? Titan necklace or tank? Oh my god, this is pretty good. But our survivability is not an issue right now. It probably will be for these guys though. It's nighttime now, so it's cheaper for me to craft for whatever the reason. Let's craft this. Craft a new item. This new stuff. What do you need? Do you need mana? Or do you need some kind of attack DPS like this? The staff has an affinity of solar and aqua. So ideally I would need something that is either solar or aqua. Aqua gives me mana regen, maybe. But I need DPS. I probably need DPS more. So it's probably this. I could do this because it's solar. But I'm not actually. So I will put like this in, right? Possibly even the diamond. No, they don't buff each other. Yes, plants, little plant shoots. I don't have an item that increases aqua and solar at the same time. He wants 6,000. That's not going to happen, but if I burn all of these, I can get myself pretty close. Oh, aqua doesn't... Opulence, solar doesn't buff itself. Solar buffs other things. So I put this in. This will give 1.5 bonus to this. Okay, but this doesn't connect with this because they're both... this can only buff other colors. The sun one can only buff the other elements. So if I burn all this, I can... I don't know. I don't really like this. What is my power right now? I guess it's another question. Her power right now is 20. The reason that that's important is that... Oh, this shows what the stats do. Well, no, not really. These are just extra stats. And there's no tooltip here to show me what celerity does. So our power is 20. The reason that this is important is that one of them, this thing, if I put this thing in, it increases the power by 100%. But that only goes from 20 to 40, right? If I put this in, this raw power increase is much better. So I should be doing this instead. This also requires solar, but it doesn't require 6,000 solar. It only requires... Can I scroll down on this? Yeah, I get a much better bang for my solar buck here. Okay, let's do this. So for this middle one, I'll still put down opulent or diamond. Opulent. Also for this scales with water, right? So I'll put some water things down. I could technically put one of these down. Sure, why not? So even like this already gives me 35 power on top of the power plus 10 here. If I put another one of these in, it counts power plus 15 and 35. Gives me 50 power as opposed to the plus 100% thing when my power is 20. That would have given me an additional 20 power. This gives me an additional 50 power. The question is this better? Or is something like this better? This is only 55 power. Oh no, it's not only 55 power. It's actually better, right? It gave me 50 earlier. If I put this in, this gives me 60 power. But if I went for one of these instead, It gives me, oh, this gives me, if I want to burn this, it gives me 65 power. Power plus 3%. Why does it give me power plus 3%? Oh, because of this. Ah. Can I get that with a lower amount? No. No, I have to use 2 of these. But, so this gives me a 65 power bonus. I have 20 power to begin with. It'll give me 85 power. 3% of 85 power is like 2 power. So that's not really worth it for like the gem. I'll get 67 power from this basically. If I put this in, which is much cheaper, I'll get 50 power instead of 67. If I go for this, put this one in, I'll get 60 power instead of 67. But it's still not that bad. If I replace one of these smaller ones with this gives me 72 power. If I go cheap and use this, I get 55 power. Do I want to burn my opulence on this? I feel like this is difficult because these things are useful for as the centerpiece when crafting other items as well. So now I'm kind of stuck between, kind of like in analysis paralysis, whether to make this one item stronger, or to make, or to try to spread out the power a bit more. I think this is fine though. I'm gonna do this. I mean, technically I can also do this. I'll squeeze out a little bit more power. This will give me about 77 to 78 power. Plus my 20, which put me at 98 power. 97 power. As opposed to this one, which put me at 20 power. So now my damage should be 5 times as strong. Not with that. And so, if we go fight now. They still didn't do as much power. The mage didn't do as much damage as I hoped she would. But the ranger did a lot of damage. Oh, okay. That destroyed something. Question is, can we out DPS his summons? Okay, nice damage there. Nice damage, yeah. That's fine, we can summon for now, but we're about to kill off one of the eggs. And there was my tank who killed it off as well, I think. So the other 2 can attack this guy now. Oh, and you didn't summon. I guess your summon is probably still on cooldown, right? Or something. So now you're taking damage. Healers are your favorite? I have quite a few healer-centric games, like a healer only lives twice or something, and another healer. So I have those healer games where you have to, on Steam, where you have a bunch of healing spells and you have to cast heals on your party members to keep them alive as they fight dungeon bosses. If you want to see a couple of those games sometime, I could play those on stream. Nice damage. Damage is so much nicer now. There are, yeah. I think it's a healer never lives twice. No, wait. I don't want to accidentally mangle the name of the game. Mini healer and a healer only lives twice. The mini healer has poor reviews though. But yeah, a healer only lives twice as one. I have a... What the hell? What is this? What is that nonsense? Someone cast an ultimate. but that mechanic hasn't been explained to us. Someone did something. That looked like an ultimate attack. But I guess I wasn't really... I didn't... Can I pause? Can I check stats while pause? I can. Obviously one of the characters has a skill, right? I think it's this, but I'm not sure what that is. It's not Holy Arrow, it's not Prayer. So what the heck did that? Is it Holy Arrow? Once you use Holy Arrow, but it's missing mana, missing mana. Missing mana. Missing mana. Maybe that is Holy Arrow? Missing mana. Because I don't think the archer ever did get off Holy Arrow. So okay, remind me to check what Holy Arrow is after the battle. After we win. Oh no, that's Holy Arrow. She just used it. It wasn't that ultimate thing. So who knows? Yeah, healing's fine. DPS is fine. Nice. So 1 or 2 more waves of reinforcements and he'll be dead, right? I just wish I could fast forward through this. I just wish my healer would stop using her non-optimal, her sub-optimal skills. Demon Warden died. Yay. Pick a reward. So this is weird because it's not weird, but now that I understand what this means, this I can always farm. This I can always farm and sell things from. This is a recipe. I guess you could argue that. Wait, wasn't this the recipe that I inspected and I was going out that made me go, wow, the tank gets this interesting necklace thing. Was that a 3-5 and this is a 3-6? Or was that always a 3-6? I guess I'm not sure if this is a new recipe. I guess let's just pick that and see. Now we get one new biome, one new relic that can appear, and whatever this is. This is what that thing that happened. This looks like what happened in that fight, right? The weird summon thing. Next strat, Fire Demon. Deals physical or fire damage through heavy targeted area attacks. So, hey kid, good job. I saw the equipment you made for your team. It's a really fine work. I'm proud of you. You blush, that's right. You say you put everything you had crafting this equipment. Of course you're gonna win. You tell Tom that you're the best. That said, get off your high horse. It's bad for business. Now, I said that you're the best, Tom. Now, I think you are ready to visit a new biome, the swamp. I've unlocked the destination for you. Use the portal as usual and you'll get there. Also, a new invocation banner is available at the barracks. Find out what it does there. I remember my younger days, discovering new techniques, exploring new worlds. Lucky you. See you around. So in other words, he has the ability to send us to other portals, but he refuses. So he's actually risking their lives by not giving me access to the best zone right away. It's not like there are any monsters in the zone. Also, I ended the last one with 4 out of 8. This one starts at 10 out of 10. This is very poor mechanic. If what happened here is what I think it did, because I lost the other 4 charges, right? So when I know that I could have, see, like near the end of that fight, I should have conceded. If I was playing this to like the optimal, I would have conceded. I would have come back here and would have farmed one of the first 2 zones another 4 times. Taken like an hour to do that, get a whole bunch of resources, and then go back and fight that boss. Because it seems like they use it or lose it charges. And that mechanic doesn't feel good. Because not only do I lose out on money from the portal, but I also lose out on whatever chest that I could have found in there, whatever artifacts, whatever the traveling vendor might have sold me if I found him again. That part doesn't feel good, right? So there was no, not that. This thing. So was this thing here already before? No, I think this thing was in the shop. I think it unlocked this for me, is what happened. So I had a choice of gold, a specific recipe which I'm pretty sure costs more than the gold, or 5 diamonds, which I can farm up. I think they sell for less than the recipe as well. So I think this was the correct move. But I'm not actually going to craft it. Oh. No, I'm not actually going to craft it this playthrough, so that's okay. They wanted me to go to the barracks to check what a new invocation. This requires 5 charges to inflict 5,000 damage to every enemy. 1 charge gained every time an adventurer deals more than 5,000 damage with a single action. Ah, okay. Interesting. But I can't change this. This is kind of stuck there. In fact, I can't change these characters either. But I'm assuming that as you progress further, you might have different options here. You can select which banner to use, basically. And each one will give you a different active or passive. What else? There's a new zone. Endurance is low, yes, very nice. These items you could find in the earlier zone. This as well. This is new. This is old. This is new, I think. This is new. New, all. But it's good to have some old items as well, so that you don't have to go back to the first zone to farm quartz. You can still get it in a later zone, because you do need some of these items. Even for craft, you probably do need some of those items on the right hand side screen when crafting other things. Vampirism. So these new items give you different skills. You can't check what the skills are until you get a copy of the item. But they'll give you different skills that you can slot on the left side when creating an item, which is kind of cool. I also got a bunch of money for defeating that boss, which means I could buy new recipes, in theory. This, but not before actually seeing the boss though. So this costs a charge to go through, but fighting doesn't. So after you defeat a boss, basically what you need to do is you need to fight again the next boss and see how quickly you die, see where your disadvantages are, see what you're lacking basically. And in this case, I'm probably lacking armor, because the 4 pieces of armor that I have my 4 characters are kind of weak. So if I have to guess, he's gonna murder me by physical damage. Look, now you have a flag here, and this flag shows me how many I've activated this 2 out of 5 times. I mean, the demon is taking a fair amount of damage. But yeah, it's a combination of... I'm actually not doing that badly. But I would say that if there was improvements to be made, it's a combination of upgrading the healing stuff, or my cleric's mana regen, and better armor for my tank. Wow, he just died. Yeah, no, that he got basically one shot. Well, not one shot, but half shot. Here's some potatoes. Nice. Give me some. So yeah, my tank needs better armor, and that's probably all I need to defeat this boss. Plus maybe a bit of healing. And this ability is about to activate again. Hopefully I can activate it before I die, just for fun. The next time he does his charge, he kills someone though. All 3 of them have less than 2500 health in total. In fact, that charge doing 2500 health might mean that my tank needs more. Oh look, there we go. That only did 3000 damage. That was very weak, considering that I need to do 6000 damage 5 times. Wow. Wait a minute, what was that? Considering that I needed to do 5000 damage 5 times to trigger that attack only did 3000 damage. Fire pillars. Ah, so this must be a enraged mechanic, right? Turn 13, he'll auto kill you. So I need not only the tank to be more survivable, but I probably need a bit more DPS. Probably, in some ways or other, some fashion or other. But it's interesting. I can see, now that I've played a little bit further on into the game, I can kind of see how the pieces fit together. It's intriguing. I'm not sure it's all there yet, but that's why the game's still in alpha, right? This is not by far, like, not anything close to what the final product will be. We'll also probably get the restaurant eventually here, which will probably give us buffs when we're fighting. That's usually what the restaurant does. And to get the buffs, we probably have to go fishing and stuff. I just hope they fix this mechanic. There should not really be a timer, a maximum timer on this. And if there is, you should not take away my charges, my extra charges when I beat a boss early. That felt really bad. But yeah, cool game. It took us the entire 3 hours. But I think I'm pretty satisfied with the game. It's okay, it's not bad. There's a Kickstarter, so if you're super interested in this and in supporting the FFXIV Teamcraft website, you can definitely go kickstart them, or at least watch them to see, wishlist the game, watch them to see where they develop from here. Am I going to kickstart it? I will leave that question for future consideration. I don't know, we'll see. I will probably at least wishlist the game. Will I kickstart it? I don't use the website. Today's the first day I heard of the website. So it's not like I have any connection to the devs. Will I kickstart it? We'll see. But I like the way the pieces fit together. hopefully they fix some of the things. Like this mechanic is going to get them negative reviews on Steam once it launches. People will zone in on that and will say, this mechanic sucks, negative review. If they don't fix it, it'll be one of the things that will pile up negative reviews over time, right? Because it's not a smart mechanic. But the other things are kind of things that you kind of figure out as you go. You kind of get it. I get how the other pieces fit together, and they look good, I think. I do wish that I can swap characters around. I wish that there's more responsiveness in like combat. Like, I need to be able to speed up the speed of the combat. I need to be able to see the skills of my characters in combat. Even to understand, to understand what's going on, you should be able to see a bunch of things that are not there yet. But it's pre-alpha, early access. They did this so that I think they just launched their Kickstarter like 3 days ago. So they launched this demo to kind of support that. There might even be rainbows in the game, but you can't even look up. Emmy, that's a problem with. Not a problem. It's a feature of all top-down games. That's why it's called top-down game. But yeah. Yeah, fun enough. I'm glad we managed to defeat this boss. Oh yeah, and these bosses are kind of overtuned. But maybe they're that way on purpose. But it felt like you had to farm up some recipes to be able to even get by the first set of bosses should be fairly easy. And they're not. But, pre-alpha balance issues. Fun stuff. Okay, anyway. Thanks for listening to my rambling. Have a wonderful evening, y'all. Take care, stay warm, and see y'all. Stay cool and see y'all tomorrow. You'll have another 1 demo, maybe 2 lined up tomorrow. I have a whole bunch of demos tomorrow installed to play, but I'm not sure how long each of them are. So we'll kind of figure things out as we go. Thank you for coming. Rest your rainbows. Have a wonderful evening. Good night. Bye.